Uh, Stuart,
Yes, Larry.
um, do you recommend a practice when you wake up in the morning and start the day, and a practice to close the day?
Yes. Yes. It's a very nice way to start the day. Also a very nice way to end the day. And doing this practice 20 minutes in the morning and 20 minutes before you go to sleep. Uh, it's certainly not going to do anything but help you to grow inside yourself. Yes. I don't know what else to say. Yes. I recommend it.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Does anyone else have a question? I mean, doing it twice a day, coming to the meditation classes, don't procrastinate, don't skip, just, really make that kind of commitment in yourself. It takes up so little time in one's day. It really does, 20 minutes in the morning, 20 minutes before you go to bed, and an hour sometimes during a 24-hour day. So it takes up very little time. The benefits are extraordinary. And yet so many people just put it aside. I got this, I got that, I got the other, and I don't understand that. But I do understand it. It's really simply a commitment one makes. And it's such a small commitment, it can't in any way take away from the rest of your day. When you figure, what it does amount to, 20 minutes in the morning, 20 minutes in the evening, and maybe an hour during the day. And that's not even, the hour during the day isn't 7 days a week, it's 3 times a week. In this class, in the Americas class, it's 4 times a week. So that kind of commitment, when you think of the other kinds of commitments we have to take, for money, it costs us 8-10 hours a day. For family, it costs us 20 hours a day, and for a spiritual life. And also to get the energy, the fuel, the Shakti to deal with the rest of what you have to do during the day. It's not a big commitment. It's such a small commitment that sometimes sometimes the class ends and everybody is like, my God, it's been an extraordinary hour. It's been wonderful what's happened. And I say to people, I'm looking forward to see that half the people don't show up the next time. I'm just grateful for whoever comes. I've learned this years ago. I don't work for people that don't come. The ones that come get 100% of my commitment and energy and whatever I can do to help them grow in their lives. But that's always amazing to me. So that kind of commitment, look, you got to go in at least twice a week to fill up your car with gasoline, If you don't, the car stops running. This is in its own strange way like a filling station for Shakti, so that we can consciously live during the day and grow during the day and develop ourselves as human beings and take care of all the karma that we have to live with and work out every day of our lives. I know that I used to hear when I was younger about Zazen, where you'd go to a retreat and part of the discipline was sitting 12 hours, in their form of meditation without moving. And if you move a finger, some Zen monk will come and hit you over the head with a stick. To me, it was always a little fanatical. And what Rudy had asked me to do and what I asked to do fits into one's karma and day and life. And I honestly believe if you sit down and do this meditation 20 minutes, in the morning, you will get enough energy, for a week. If you really do it, if you're not just sitting there and thinking and daydreaming, you'll get energy for a week. Come to one of these classes, you'll get energy for a month, for God's sake. That kind of commitment is very important. And what I loved about this work is, it doesn't demand a whole day or all your life, all your time. It demands 20 minutes in the morning, an hour, 3 times a week. That's the whole commitment. But if you make that commitment, my God, the benefits are just extraordinary. Coming to visit me. There are people coming from Israel to visit, I mean, can you imagine the respect I have for people that are willing to do that? And the amount of work I will do when they're here, the numbers of classes I will give. And I mean, it's my commitment to anyone who truly is making an effort to have a spiritual life. Does anyone else have a question they would like to ask? I hope this is clear because it's not fanatical what is demanded in this kind of meditation. It's just getting training, doing what you have to do to develop a chakra system and not, well, I can do it tomorrow. Stuart's teaching classes all the time. I can go next week. I can go and, I mean, that doesn't get anyone anywhere. But yeah, Stuart's teaching all these classes. I will take advantage. I will go. I will sit for 20 minutes every morning. I will sit for 20 minutes before I go to bed. Does anyone else have a question? And that kind of, just to finish that kind of commitment builds an inner life that can bring more to your family, more to your job, more to all the other elements of your life. Because most of life just eats us up. It's just an investment of energy. And what do we get back? We get back money. All right, money is okay. It makes for a decent way to live, but that's what comes back. I mean, in family, what comes back is love, but also a lot of aggravation that eats up our energy. So we need to get the energy that enables us to be strong enough to be able to deal with all the problems that go on in families. Otherwise, look, you work and you get a certain amount of money every week. And if you spend more than you earn, you're going to be in a lot of trouble. Most people spend more energy through tension and otherwise, than they have. And it creates a lot of problems in people. And they don't refill the tank. Does anyone else have a question? Thank you, Larry. That was a very good question. I didn't know it would go where it went, but I'm glad it did. And I'm happy to share my experiences with you and everyone else, you know. Okay, if there are no more questions. There'll be a meditation class this Thursday. And God bless you all. And just thank you for being here, being part of this, you know, giving me an opportunity to explore so many deep areas inside myself that, you know, your presence makes this possible. And I'm very grateful for it. So I hope you all have wonderful evenings and God bless you. I'm looking forward to the class on Thursday. I see you. Thank you.
Thank you, Stuart.
You're welcome.
Thank you, Stuart.
Thank you. Thank you,
Bye.
Stuart.